kahit third time mo na siyang binasa. So that is what we want to achieve as well, the Pfizer experience. Every time our sales colleagues visit a doctor to tell them more about our products, we want our doctors to feel that there is a Pfizer experience going on, which means that we value our products very well because we are proud and sincere about our products. They are based on fruitful research and development. Self-sustaining and replicable solutions to improve health of the underserved Filipino communities. Holistic health education, so ito po yung information, education, and communication component, and public health researches. And finally, we want to be an instrument in nurturing and manifesting Pfizer colleagues' value of community. It is a holistic program wherein we build a health center in our poorest communities at hindi ho natatapos sa pagtatayo ng isang infrastructure yung ginagawa natin. We train our barangay health workers with the current best practices in terms of health education and health practice and Noy. So basically, we bring this to malls, we bring this program to workplaces in order to educate people, of course, about the hazards of smoking and what can be done to prevent social progress at ang ibang mga LGUs all over the country para malaman nun ang mga kababaihan.
Yeah, how long does it take to actually develop a drug, one molecule? It actually takes about 15 years to come up with one drug. From discovery to exploratory development and to full development, it would take about 15 years. And this is an animation of the long road to new medicine from discovery to registration. It actually starts with project teams and plans, and then the synthesis of compounds, and then there's a screening, and then safety studies are done among usually rats, and then a candidate molecule is produced. Once a candidate molecule is produced, different formulations are developed, and then large amounts of these molecules are synthesized in order to be able to conduct phase 1 studies, studies in healthy volunteers. Then on to the full development, phase 2 trials in 100 to 300 patients, and then the candidate molecule is tested in about 3 to 10,000 patients for a phase 3 trial. And then there will be a long clinical data analysis before these drugs are registered. So you would see that less and less companies are investing now in research and development because the innovation process is difficult. All the other drugs that are tested and all the other molecules that were invested on do not make it to the pipeline. And sad is that there are drugs that make it into the market, but after phase 4 trials, which is the post-marketing trials, they are withdrawn from the market because of certain side effects. And this constitutes a big loss for the pharmaceutical corporations. So with this, what happens is a company applies for a patent for these medicines. It takes about 20 years before a patent of a medicine expires. So after expiration of the patent, then the generics will now come in. So I'm moving now to pharmaceutical marketing. Now you have the product development. What is different about consumer marketing and pharmaceutical marketing is actually one thing. It's the decision maker. The decision maker in pharmaceutical marketing is actually you, the doctor. And we promote directly through the doctor, through our medical representatives or disease management people, through our CME events. While the decision makers in the consumer, which are the purchasers, are promoted through commercials or through media. It answers the questions who, what, how, and this is usually the place, product, promotion, and price. The rep has a direct influence in terms of promotions to the doctor and probably an indirect influence to the patient or through the pharmacists and purchasers. Okay. The product now does not just compose of the core product. For instance, if it's a drug, let's say Zithromax is the core product. The augmented product is the features that the product would have per se, but everything that comprises it in terms of promotions. So this is just a promotional mix. Usually in pharmaceutical marketing, it is the sales promotion and personal selling that is most effective to us. Another part of the marketing mix is the price. So when you talk about price, is it really just cost? In marketing, we believe that it's not just cost, but it's perceived value. It's the perceived value of a drug or its cost effectiveness. No? This is just an example of a perceived value of a dog medication. Below the fair value line in terms of cost and high on its attributes. So it has a very good place in terms of perceived value. So in Pfizer, how do we actually put more value in our products? What we did several years ago is we pioneered the Pfizer's Patient Sulit Care program. This is the e-cards that the discount cards that you get in the doctors get in their clinics. No? The aim of this program is to provide access to quality medicines, improved adherence, and better health outcomes. So what's the Pfizer Sulit Patient Care program? It actually enables the doctors to educate patients because we give out patient education materials upon diagnosis. It enables patients to comply with the medication with ongoing medication compliance support like the e-cards. And then we also enable patients to manage their health. We have a health line and we have telemarketers who actually call patients to remind them on their next visit. You can also call the helpline if you need information on our drugs. So it's actually a total program. It's not just a discount program, but it's a total program to provide better access, compliance, and education to patients with proper compliance.